Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. You know, this morning as I was driving my son to school, I was thinking about this song and the lyrics just out of the blue. And I thought, nothing mankind does or thinks about doing can ever be higher than what God does. This song, which appeals to the hearts of people, their morals and conscience, and their own empty works in an effort to show, quote-unquote, love, but is absent of including the one man who showed the greatest love of all. The God who became man and showed us what it was like to be loving of others, whose only crime for which to be hated was to be known as the King of the Jews, and to deliver people of evil during a day of celebration. He has become the most famous man in the world, and yet the most hated God in the world. And fast forwarding to a society that embraces love and calls for peace, but wants to do so on their own terms, on their own idea and rules and standards for what love is in their eyes. Not what God has established for love to be, no. What they as a society have established love to be. But I'm here to say that society's standards for love fall very short of what God has already established. Because everything we can think of doing outside of God, Yahweh, the one true God and creator of all this world, the known and the unknown, has already established through the deity of Jesus Christ, who is not one of the paths to God and to salvation, but is in fact the only path to God and to salvation. So move over, Oprah, with all your heretical talks to confuse the masses, that in recognizing that through Jesus Christ, the only way to God and to salvation is the best example of love one can follow. So let's heal the world, yes, by declaring our faith in the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Let's make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race by following the greatest example of love, which is Jesus Christ. There are people dying. Indeed, yes, by the millions. Millions of souls that are dying every day and spending an eternity in fiery pits of hell. So if you care enough for the living, let's make it a better place for you and for me in heaven, in the presence of God Almighty for all of eternity. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.